Bye, Takizawa, and today, guys, I'm here to do another anime review, and this anime review is to Tokyo Ghoul episode 4, guys. So let's get into it. So, guys, in this episode of Tokyo Ghoul warn you, as expected, a bit rushed. Now, actually, before I actually get into the episode, I need to mention this. For people who don't know, it has now been confirmed that Tokyo Ghoul is going to have 24 episodes. 24 episodes of Tokyo Ghoul. Okay, 24 episodes of Tokyo Ghoul, which, in a way, is a good thing. This is a good thing for us manga watchers. Well, manga watcher, should we say, for my personal opinion. But definitely for manga watchers, this will definitely be a better way of dealing with Tokyo Ghoul. Just mention that there. Because with 24 episodes, that means they can they can slow down. Even though this episode, again, what I just said at the beginning, was rushed a bit. And they have cut quite a few scenes out, which I admit are vital. I feel like they're freaking vital, especially for some character development. But I'll mention this. 24 episodes will make at least this anime seem decent. Better than the original Tokyo Ghoul anime, and definitely better than Just need to mention that all right there. Definitely will make it better. Because with 24 episodes, that means they will adapt it a bit more better than it would have done with just 12, 13 episodes. Like what a lot of people were thinking was what like originally was going to do. So that is a good thing. That is a good thing. We have to mention that there. But the bad side is this is still the same company that how fucked up they made the freaking season. How fucked up they made the previous seasons. And how fucking rushed. And especially again how rushed this episode was. Now, it was not too bad of a rush. The only reason why you can tell it is rushed is that they cut quite a few amount of the pages of the Volume 2 manga of Tokyo Ghoul showed. So, and especially, again, it involves Juzo, shall I say, Juzo, like, in this episode, Juzo, there was an important scene before the point where Juzo and Tora gets put into the car so they can get sold to an auction. There is a scene before that. That didn't happen for some fucking reason. They didn't do that. They didn't go to a cafe scene. We didn't see Toka again, which we should have done, because in this part we should have seen Toka again. We should have supposed to see Toka again. But no, we didn't. The only time we ever saw Toka was at the end of episode 2 and 1, if I'm ever correct. We have not seen Toka for right now since episode, roughly around the beginning and the ending of episode 1 and 2. And it's weird, we saw Toka in volume 2 quite a lot of times as well, in volume 2. Makes sense because of the cover. Makes sense with the fucking cover. Which episode 3 and 4 was supposed to be adapting volume 2. We didn't see Toka. We have not seen fucking Toka! And that's why I feel like, why? Like, that's one thing I just didn't like. That was a bit annoying. Now, let's get to another thing. With, let's say, that scene. This scene, what we're supposed to get information of why this mission is going to be quite a big deal to Juzo. Sorry, I keep on calling Jinzo. The monster from Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm sorry, I keep calling Jinzo. But Juzo, he has a big connection to this mission. Why it's quite a sensitive mission for him. It's because the Big Mama was technically a mother to him. The Big Mama. You know, the ghoul, which, I'm finding out the gender of that ghoul, I've got to say, oh god. But, I've got to mention this, the Big Mama, his mother, he calls her mama, her mother, because in the past he was a child and he was getting raised. He was raised by a ghoul. He was raised by a ghoul since a child birth. So he does see him as a mother, but obviously, to become a Doba, he has realised that she's a ghoul, she must be exterminated, and obviously he does learn, and he definitely sees her as an enemy. But obviously, this, as he is technically a parent, she is technically a parent figure to him, he does have some form of, Juzo does have some form of personal connection to this mission. He has a really personal side to this mission, which this episode should have shown why this might be such an important mission. And especially that we get to the reason for people who don't know why Juzo is doing all this, because as you guys know, his senior investigator, the one he was working with, got seriously injured, and again, he saw him as a parental figure as well, like the father figure to him. And there's another reason why he's taking this job seriously, because ever since the situation where on the Antaku raid, he obviously decides to become a more better investigator than he originally was, because of what happened to his teammate, which is Jubo, I think is his name, might be fully wrong about that, but ever since everything that happened to him, he has been trying his best to become a very good investigator. Because of this situation, obviously, both that and the Big Mama being effective, surprisingly this episode didn't show, which I feel like they just cut out scenes that were important to character development for a freaking important character. So I feel like, what the fuck were you doing? What the fuck were you doing, Student Parrot? So that's one thing I didn't like. So it was definitely how they cut out that's supposed to have been at the beginning of this episode. So another thing, I can't say they cut out. They didn't cut out. But what they did is that the point when we get to the point with Toro, like, first up, they do show these scenes, but they put it in a different way. For example, the auction part. The auction part, we see Toro at the start, getting auctioned, which is about to get auctioned off. At the start of the episode, that's what the episode starts with, her in the auction about to get sold for being a one-eyed ghoul, obviously. But then, sooner or later, it forwards back a bit to get to the point of Tora in a box, but before she was about to be on stage, about to be sold, she was in a box, flashbacking to what happened. And then it goes to the scenes with her and Juzo in the car with Nutcracker in the car, obviously getting drugged, and they got knocked out, and now they're in separate places, separate boxes, and now they're here, knowing where they are, and now she knows that it was the auction site, and then suddenly she gets drawn into the auction. Now, this point I think they did well. This point they did well. The only downside, I feel like they downscaled the theatre. They downscaled the theatre that they were supposed to be auctioned at, because in the manga, it looks a lot bigger in the manga than it did in the anime. It looked so small in the anime, so they downscaled the theatre, which I feel like, why? This is supposed to be such an important event. Why did you want to downscale the theatre? That is something I just didn't. I felt a bit. It's a nitpick there, but they downscale all the theatre. But when it comes to the overall scene, they done well. And definitely the obsession that the torso has with Tora, because the torso, oh goddamn, like I know but it's not because as I'm not as into the manga as other people's are, because I said I read it physical hand. I don't like reading digitally. I'm just mentioning that right there again. I am not as far as ahead as other people are, so I don't know why Torso such has a very big obsession with Toro. Like, he does say he's Torso. He does say, even at the end of the episode, this guy is Torso. So, I was wondering, why does Torso have such a big affinity of wanting to have Toro? And because he seems like having a obsession, a sort of obsession for Toro. Because once he realized that Toro is up for was at the auction. He said, "Oh," he asked Arthur, "Please, Arthur, please allow me to bid." Obviously, he doesn't get allowed. How can I enter this auction? That's what he's trying to say, because he needs to say that's Toro, and I just want to know, why does, like, for anybody in the manga who is ahead, can you tell me who are ahead in the manga than me? Can you tell me, or actually, maybe not tell me, but can you tell me the point, can you tell me the chapter where we get to know why Torso has such a big obsession to Tora? Because that is something I want to know. Because that is something that really, that is definitely a big hint. I can definitely tell you this. Even though I've not been into, as far as manga, I'll definitely tell that is there's some foreshadowing of the relationship between Toro and Torso. Because it seems like Torso knows Tora. Maybe way before the first time we actually saw them together. So that is something I want to know. Why is that connection? Why does he have a big obsession to it? That is something I really want to know. That foreshadowing is definitely there. Now, I gotta say this. The rabbit, Orito. Whoa, he looks like a fucking Kagaju. He looks like a fucking Kagaju. Even though he's not in Kagaju. He's not a Kagaju, I'm just gonna mention that. But once you see him fight Juzo, the art style makes him look like a fucking Kagaju. Which I feel like, whoa, they made him look fucking more badass than he originally was. So I'm just gonna mention that there. So that was something. But another thing, they did speed up the entrance for the investigators invading the auction, and then with art, and so they got that speed up a bit, and then it goes on to then the main important part. Then soon, like not too long after speeding up that point, them invading the auction with Sasuke's team going in and got order they had to go on ahead, leaving these investigators because of the order of the higher ranked investigator. They had to leave these investigators behind because of orders. They can deal with it. They have to go on ahead. So that's what unfortunately have to do. And these, and then after getting that point, they went to Tora again. She was getting obviously dragged away by Nutcracker, but then she was able to get away because Nutcracker noticed that there was something going wrong. Tora noticed it's the investigators, it's her team. They're invading now. They're coming to get her, so she knocks her away and she starts to run away. Then sooner or later, the other French Ghoul, who has a deep connection to Gourmet, I'm trying to remember, Shu. This, you remember, guys, the character we saw last week's episode, who is one of Shu's underlings. This Ghoul wanted to get her as well in the auction. She tried to bid for him, but obviously Big Madam bid 2 million, and 2 million she won it. And obviously she didn't, because of the raid, obviously Big Madam didn't get a chance to get her anyway, so that's one thing we noticed, that's one fail. Because of the whole situation, she comes in, this Ghoul comes in, tries to try to kidnap or kill in a way, or trying to kill / or kidnap Tora, because she being a one-eyed Ghoul technically, even though she's not, she's a Quinx, but because of who she is, she obviously tries to adopt her because she tries to kidnap her to see, to make her be a prize to Shu, so he can be maybe feeling better, make him feel better. But then sooner or later, Torso comes in, beats the crap, like he goes out and beats up this French Ghoul, which I don't know the name of. Sorry, I don't know the name of this Ghoul. I've not really kept up the name of this Ghoul. But Torso comes in, beats up into Tora, it's me, Torsa. But obviously, because of the overall shock of what's going on, Tora runs away to and then suddenly that ghoul suddenly attacks Tora, leaving a nasty wound on Tora. But then obviously, because of Torsa being there, he was able to somewhat delay that for her was able to distract the French ghoul from continuing any further, so Tora was able to escape. Then after that, we see that some of the other members, Ogiri Tree, an old guy, I don't know his name unfortunately, but also we see Eto. Eto's there. Oh goddamn Eto. Eto! Oh, Eto. Got to mention that Eto is going to be interesting to see. But Eto was right there, and then we see another certain character, which I think all of you, when I read to that point, I was like, whoa, really? And I think we all know who he is. I need to get his name right again. So, Takizawa. People have now, I think like at the end of the episode, I think you all know who this guy is. Takizawa, the original investigator, an ex-investigator. He became a ghoul, which makes him a one-eyed ghoul. He is a one-eyed ghoul. Takizawa became a one-eyed ghoul, which I feel like, oh yeah! And one good thing, glad they made him kept the white hair, because they made him kept the white hair, which I'm glad they did. Thank you, Studio Clown. Thank you, Studio Clown. Thank you. You made sure he kept the white hair. So that's got to mention that there. But Takizawa, oh god. Now, this point, the problem I have with this point, even though I think it's somewhat of a good way to show Takizawa, I prefer, like I said, how Volume 2 ended, and show Takizawa's face than this episode, because what this episode does, they show a scene that actually happens in Volume 3. They show the scene that happens actually at Volume 3 of the manga at the end of the episode than they do with Volume 2, because in Volume 2, we'll just see Eto showing Takizawa, and Takizawa biting his fingernails, saying he's hungry. And I gotta tell you, you guys can't wait to see how freaking badass Takizawa is as a ghoul, and especially what type of ghoul he is, besides being a one-eyed ghoul. So I'm just gonna mention that there. There is something he's been doing, and obviously, if you guys know how Tokyo Ghoul works, I think you know who he is. But Takizawa, oh god, I can't wait to him actually showing his true power, because he's gonna be ooh, it's gonna be fun. And but I will say, I preferred how Volume 2 of the manga ended, to showing Takizawa how it ended, better than this episode how it ended showing Takizawa. So, especially because of how they showed a bit of Volume 3 at the end of the episode as well. So, a bit disappointed about that as well. Now, other thing we've got to say, Himi, I think because of the name. Even though they don't say her first name, we all know who she is. Himi, yeah, she's part of Ogiri Tree. So, first up, you now know that Hinami is part of Ogiri Tree. So, I just want to know what you guys' personal opinion. Why do you think she is part of Ogiri Tree? I actually don't know why she's part of Ogiri Tree, actually. But I want to know what you guys think. Why do you think she's part of Ogiri Tree? Why is Himi part of Ogiri Tree? That's all of you. I want to answer anime only watchers. What do you think? Why Himi is part of Ogiri Tree? So give me your thoughts on that. So overall, the episode flaws, yes. But is it enjoyable? Yeah. Episode was enjoyable. Flaws? Definitely. But at least it was enjoyable, which I will give it benefit of doubt for. Other times, like episode 3 was good. That was definitely good. Definitely good and enjoyable as well, so I've got to mention that. Better than what the manga actually did, which I've got to mention that. And episode 2, thought, better. Decent, but not enjoyable. Like, it was alright. Not enjoyable. And episode 1, oh god, that was ferocious. That was fucking ferocious. Because, as we know now, it's got 24 episodes. I like how they're doing with episode 2, 4, and 3. If they keep on doing like that, then I'll be happy. But I am gonna be annoyed that, oh no, for how fast paced it is going, I'm gonna be an anime only watcher during episode possibly 7, 6 at the earliest. So that means possibility episode 5 and maybe half of episode 6. I might still be a manga watcher, but up until that point, I would then become anime only, which I know I'm going to be a bit annoyed about because the manga doesn't get translated to English fast enough. Why? Please tell me why. Why don't you bring the official manga out in English as fast as you do with the anime? Please, I want to read volume 4 so I know other scenes that the anime have not got up to yet. But at least I know it's going to be 24 episodes, so it's going to be better than I thought it was going to be. So at least I know that, because obviously because of how the opening was doing things, they showed scenes that doing my research, I have found out those scenes coming later, even further in the manga than even I got up to. So that's what I'm wondering. And one thing about the pacing, like, oh god, that would be terrible if they kept it as 12, 13 episodes. But because now at 24 episodes, okay, the pacing they're going for, more likely, is going to be decent at least. But I'm still worried. I'm still going to be worried. But overall, the episode is enjoyable, flawed, but enjoyable. And that's all I really got to say. Anyway, guys, animation. Animation looked fucking good. Oh my god, the animation looked good. And especially with Arito / Rabbit. He looked like a fucking Kakajo. Why did he look like a fucking Kakajo? Why did he make him look like a fucking Kakajo when he was not a Kakajo? That is something I want to know. Which means that he looked badass, personally, to me. He looked like, whoa. For ordinary Ghoul form, they made him look, whoa. But that's what caught me off guard. So I will say, good job, Studio Clown / Parrot. You done well. You done well. You done well for that point. But overall, animation is good. The animation was definitely good. So I'm going to mention that there. And yeah, and music, pretty good. I like the music again, as usual. Tokyo Ghoul always had good music. I have to admit, that was the only really good thing about Tokyo Ghoul anime. It had very good music. And overall, that's all I've got to say. Anyway guys, that's my anime review to Tokyo Ghoul Re, episode 4. Hope you guys like it, become a chat fans today. If you guys want to send me an email, go down below. My address there, and yeah. And also guys, if you want to help me on Patreon, my Patreon's down there as well. And also guys, if you guys want to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or AnimeNo, these are the searches you must do. On Facebook and AnimeNo, just search Connor Travis, the same name as my channel. Just search that. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's just at ConnorTravis1998. And guys, hope you guys get like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys! Wow!